Did you look at any of the questions that we sent you?
I was glancing through them, and I was in the shower like, they are crazy.
And honestly, I don't know what I'm going to ask.
So. Right, so these may not even be all of them or it, but we're going to ask questions randomly. We're just having a good conversation.
Right.
I want you to feel comfortable. Don't get nervous. It's going to be fine.
I'm
actually already recording, so it's fine.
Okay. All right, I'm prepared. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it. So what's up, everyone? This is your host, Stefany Sweet.
And your co-host, Nia Audri.
Welcome, guys. And we have a guest today, y'all.
Woo-hoo.
Wait, I didn't even ask what you want to be called on this thing. Do you want to have like an anonymous and
No, we can go by Octavia.
Okay. All right. She's like, come with it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I always want to call you Oc, and then I'm just like, I never ever asked you that, and
no, it's
my form of endearment. Like when I call people by their like, short name or whatever. Yeah. It's my little like, oh, that's Nia.
Right.
It's Oc. Like it's my form of endearment. But in any case, we have Octavia, guys.
I'm here.
Hey, girl.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's been a long time coming. You've been
I know.
On a podcast
oh my
for a minute.
gosh, I wanted to do this for so long.
Yeah.
It's my first time, so I'm nervous.
Popping cherries. Never been on a podcast.
Never been on a podcast, so if I sound like I sound stuffy. So
you feel like you sound stuffy?
Yeah, because
I feel like you sound fine.
I sound fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to go ahead and get into it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So guys, for this episode, we're talking about long distance relationships. It's been a conversation that we actually went on live. Nia and I went on live.
Yeah.
What, like a month ago or so? Like a couple
months ago.
Yeah. And we were just, on there acting a fool one night, and there was pre-recording session or maybe post-recording session, something like that. And the topic of long distance relationships came up, right? And we were kind of just like, well, I've never had a long distance relationship. Nia?
I've never had a long distance relationship.
Yes. And so this is why you're here.
Yes,
because, tell us why.
I am in a long distance relationship.
Welcome.
Yes.
I feel like we're in an AA meeting.
Right.
I am.
That's it.
We are here for you. This is a safe space.
Okay. All right.
No, but like, okay, so we have questions like, first of all, how long have you been in this long distance relationship?
Okay, so I'm from Jersey.
Right.
And
That's
it. Jersey in the house.
Okay.
And when I moved here 2 years ago, my boyfriend was supposed to come.
Okay.
But he was still in school.
Okay.
So all that happened. So it's been 2 years since I've been here.
Wow.
2 years.
You came solo. Well, not solo. With
my daughter. Yes.
Yeah, with your daughter. And like, okay, so now, so you went into this already knowing, okay, we're going to be separated for a while, or you thought, okay, it's going to just be a couple of months?
Okay, so I came in.
How did we get to 2 years?
Right. So I came in, I think either June or July. He was supposed to come that October. Okay. After school. After he was done with school.
Yeah, a couple months.
Right? Then he got a job offer.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the money.
Yeah.
The money, of course. You have to support us.
Right.
So I was like, all right, you got the job. Perfect. Let's try this long.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Okay.
So
it's kind of like unplanned, planned.
Yes, it's unplanned, planned. We're going with the flow.
Okay.
Going with the flow.
All right.
So it was good. It's good. Still good.
How long were you guys? So before that though, because this is the thing, you guys initially were together before it became long distance. So how long were you together before it became long distance?
A year.
Okay. So there was some foundation.
Right.
But man, listen, they always say if you can make it through year one, after year one, that's usually when stuff start getting a little
right. We were good. We were
good.
No problems in our relationship.
Solid 1 year.
Solid.
Okay, great. And then we decide, okay, we're gonna move. First of all, why did y'all want to move down to Florida?
Okay, so when I first met him, I was telling him like I'm in the plan of moving. Yeah. So I was going through, the court stuff with my daughter and the father, because we have to make sure everything
is good.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
So
can't just get up and go.
That took the year. Like when I first met him, I was already on a mission to come down here.
Gotcha.
So that took a year for the court stuff, and then when I met him, he was like, "Oh yeah, I want to move to Miami. I'm trying to move to Florida." I was like, "Oh, so we do have something in common."
Okay, we can make this work.
Right. And I was like, "Me too. I'm trying to move to Florida. Like my family's out here, and I just want to come here because I have help, especially with my daughter."
Right.
So that was the whole thing. I was like, "Okay, you're planning on moving there soon. I'm about to make the move. Once I make the move, I got this, and we're gonna build. We're gonna build our thing together." That was in my head, like everything.
Okay.
So that's how that happened. Oh. So we both wanted to move down here, and he's still not here yet. Not yet, but he's
about to.
Yes, the end of this year in December. It's official.
Okay.
It's official.
All right.
It's
you got a deadline. You got like an actual move date.
An actual move date. It's
nice.
either the second or last week of the month.
Okay.
One of those days.
That's gonna be good.
Yes.
So okay, tell me about like you guys were dating for a whole year. You decide to move. Okay, everything is in the motions. It's work. Okay, it's working. How y'all making this work? Like at this point, now that you had moved, how were you going back there often?
Yes. So we were taking turns.
Okay.
And we would usually try to take turns, like every 2 months. Try to do at least we see each other once a month.
Every 2 months. Okay.
Yeah, it came to that because flights are expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the whole
Especially
COVID thing happened, and then it was
I didn't
just
think about that.
Oh my gosh! When the whole COVID thing happened, I was still traveling, honey. I'm about to go see my honey. Okay.
You ain't wrong.
She was out here
I'm about to go see mine. Okay.
Listen, matter of fact, I probably would took advantage because I know them flights got cheap for
like $25 round trip.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we on it.
We was on it with mask and everything. Wintertime, like why would I go out there winter when he could come out here? He was just like, no, it's your turn. Let's go. I'm not about because we both hate traveling. We just want to teleport.
Right.
Why can't we just be there? Right. So back and forth. That's like basically what we do now. He should be coming the end of this month.
Okay.
Or the beginning of next month.
Okay.
So, when that time comes.
Okay. Do you feel like being in a long distance relationship has actually helped you guys like be closer? Like, do you think that if you weren't in the long distance relationship, things probably would be different? Like, it's been for
He says that all the time. He says that all the time. He was just like, babe, you moving down there really helped our relationship because having that time apart, not being there, because I'm kind of clingy. When he comes around, I'm just on him.
I am queen of clingy. I want to be in your nutsack, like in there.
Right. In there, sitting.
Cocooning.
Be like, I don't care. Where you going? I'm going too. Like, so I'm very clingy. So it's just...
That's interesting that you say like that helped, or he says that helped the relationship because it kind of allowed you guys to kind of have like that bit of a separation and
like
missing.
I miss him like all the time. So when I do see him, it's just fireworks. Like I just met you for the first time again. So and we like every time we meet up, we're always like doing something. Like we're foodies, so we be finding like restaurants or we go to like spas. Like, we do everything. So,
I'll go get me a long distance boo. Or just tell the boo that I'll be with. Just don't talk to me for a couple weeks.
That's it. Don't come around
for a couple weeks.
Because it's always like the first time, like you said.
Yes, right? It is. Actually, I liked it in the begining because it's fresh. It's new. It's something I wasn't used to. I'm always seeing him all the time. And then seeing him once a month, twice it's just like, when I see him, I am... Boy, let me write down what I'm going to do the next time I see you. Like...
You use that as like the help spice it up.
Spice it up.
Okay.
If you want some spiciness, long distance.
Because see, some other people would be like thinking the opposite. They'd be like, "Oh my gosh, this long distance is driving me nuts. I miss you too much." Where now it's causing problems. Like you know how people get in their own head.
Oh no!
And they start thinking about the words.
That happened.
Okay.
After after a couple, once it like you get
used to
it. So it's the routine. Like now we have to schedule doing it. Now we have to go around. Like
it's not like I can come to you right now because I need you. Something is happening. I can't get to you right now. Like okay.
Oh my God. So it gets annoying because you have a man,
but he ain't around.
But you can't roll over and be like, I want some. Or you can't be over like, good morning, baby, like with your bad breath. You can't get over like, oh my God, give me the covers. Like you can't, there's nobody there.
Right.
So you do get lonely. Like I don't like, we FaceTime all the time.
Okay.
24/7, breakfast, I'm shitting, eating, doesn't matter. Like I'm FaceTiming him. I'm on it because I miss him. So that's the only thing. Like it gets annoying, but he just be like, babe, I'm coming.
So what about like arguments? Like,
oh, arguments, honey. I argue the way if he was sitting right here. I will
face
on time.
You can't like.
Oh yeah, so every time I go see him, I always tell him like when I see you, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna like
I just wrote this down. I'm gonna remember it.
I'm gonna remember that I was mad.
Back up.
Right. So like sometimes when I pick him up from the airport, when we get on, he be like, when I come, I'm gonna smack you. And sometimes he come in the car and be like, oh hey babe. I'm like, hey. He's like, remember that time I told you? And I'll be like, you know what? You're right. You got that.
Y'all are wild. It sounds like y'all have like the right personality for each other to be able to do something like this. Like
right.
To be
for as long as you have to be in it.
Yeah.
If you want it to work.
Yeah.
If you can't half-ass it. You can't be like, because I get like starting out. I get mad all the time now because time is ticking.
Right, like
December, hurry up.
Right. Now you're getting antsy. Like antsy.
So now I'm just like, babe, all right, come on. I don't care. Can you move just today? Tomorrow. Why we gotta wait? Right. So you have to be in it for it to work. Like if he ever told me like, oh, babe, I have to do at least one more year to save money, what would my reaction be? I have no idea. I feel that.
That's a lot. That's exactly. That's heavy.
There's a lot of growing up with a long distance relationship because it's like, okay, we do need the money because what he's making, he's not going to make out here.
Right, because it's different.
At all. Literally.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, should he stay there another year to build up his money?
Yeah.
Or just say, fuck it, we're going to start building from right now.
Right.
So, I mean,
I think about like my husband, if he had to like go away for a year, how I would feel, and I'd be devastated.
Right.
I'd be devastated, and I'm already used to like being around him all the time. So if I can't like be around you all the time like that, I feel like that would drive me nuts. I don't know that I would be
crazy.
Yeah, and then like your mind like be okay. So what are you doing? You didn't pick up the phone. You know, I was in the bathroom. I was just taking a shit. Like it took you 20 minutes to take a shit, like, you know what I mean?
That's
like,
how
that's the types of shit that would like, no, what's going on? You know what I mean? I'm about to pull up now. Oh, I can't because you're way
all the way. I'd be like, don't make me buy a plane ticket. I will buy a plane ticket. And so
have you ever had to pull up on him?
Never had to pull up on him at all.
Okay.
At all, never had to pull up on him yet.
Let's keep it 100. Because we grown folks here, we keep it 100. Okay. Have you had a situation where you were tempted to step out?
To like leave him?
To cheat.
Oh, to cheat? Yeah. I'm not a cheater.
I love that.
I'm not a cheater. I'm a flirt.
Black women don't cheat.
I flirt. I will flirt with you all the time.
Okay.
My ring stay on my finger, honey.
At all times?
At all times. They be like, what's that? Yes. I do have a boyfriend, so it's up to you to either keep flirting with me, but nothing's going to happen.
Okay.
Or, you know, oh, you're good.
Yeah. So this whole time, like, you guys have been apart or whatever, like, y'all stay solid together.
This cooch. One cooch. It's my temple, honey. It's all for you, baby.
He's a lucky guy. Like, that would be hard.
Yes, but you have to understand.
I don't think it would be hard, but I don't think it would be.
No, I mean it would be hard, like in the sense of like I want to be able to be with my man whenever I feel like that accessibility. Like that's what I mean is gonna be hard. Not the monogamy part of it per se, but it's just like okay, to do a long distance relationship and not be able to know like okay, I want my man and I can't have him.
And I think it's like you were saying, it's kind of in your head too. Like you gotta be mentally strong to do that. Because as I'm listening to it, it's like, it's definitely doable. It's doable. Now that I think about it, like I really think about it, I'm listening to you
talk. It'd be a lot of trips.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of trips, and it definitely takes a level of maturity and understanding. And like you said, y'all both got to be in it, because if you're not serious about this, like you really don't want to make this work, it ain't gonna work. And that you got to think about. I think about like the people in like the military who,
I was just thinking that
their husbands and wives, their boyfriends, girlfriends, they're overseas. They're doing what they got to do.
Yeah.
Now some people do fold. Yeah. Some people do fold. You always hear about the guys coming back and they're like, I was on a tour for this amount of time. Where does baby come from?
Right.
What were you doing? So people do fold, but I feel like, you know, well, you got a good solid dude, and it sounds like you do, and he got a good solid woman, and you know, you guys are both pouring into it just with a regular in-person relationship. I guess close distance. I don't know what the fuck call it. A not long distance relationship. Not long distance. You know, if you're both pouring into it the way that you should be solid. You know, you shouldn't have those issues. So I think that's like the key for that long distance component, where that makes us like people who've never done it wary, because it's like you don't know how you're gonna handle it until you're in it. And it really does test your relationship. And like at that point in time, it's like either we're gonna rock and do this and push through, or
so for the people that have never done it, okay?
Yes.
And the singles out there, because, you know, I'm off the market. But for those that would be maybe interested in, like, or consider or whatever, like, what are the tips that you would have for them? Like, okay, how do you make it work? You said technology, I'm sure, plays a huge part.
Huge part.
Like, FaceTiming, all of that, you know. I'm sure you be in there sexting.
What? Do I?
Sending them pics
and videos.
Ooh. Okay, how do you keep that, like, you know, consistently keeping that spice or whatever? Like, give us some tips, girl. Break it down.
Okay, so some tips. If you do want to do a long distance relationship, I would say make sure it's with the right person. Make sure if it comes to that point when they do finally move down, are you guys going to build? Or is it just going, he moved down
and then he doesn't out,
and then it's just nothing.
Because that excitement of the I'll see you sometimes or whatever, like whatever, all that in between, tension that builds up to then like explosion when you guys see each other. You're right. Okay.
So you have to make sure like you have the right partner and you're doing it for the both of you, because it's not just you who's in the long, it's the other half.
Right.
What else? If you're not faithful, if you know you're going to be that type of person who's just going to be like out there, because like I'm literally a flirt. I will flirt.
Okay.
But it won't come to no like nothing else sexual and like that.
Yeah. And I bet a portion of it is like, you know, you wanna.
Right, I mean, I'm a good-looking girl.
Right.
Like, I want somebody to be like, oh my God, Mom, you look good. Cute. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, buy me a drink, too.
Right, buy me a drink. I mean, there's no harm in that. Like, where your man at?
I want my girls
Jersey, but I do have a man.
Right.
And that's it. And it's how you take, like, the action after, you know, the situation. But, what else? And if you do, like, always, like, because since you didn't see him in a long time.
Yeah.
See, I watch porn, okay?
Okay.
And I always like to, like, at least, I'd be like, babe, like, you think you want this? And he'd be like, yeah, I think you should do, let me look this up. How do you do that? So when you go down there and you see him wear something, because, like, my nigga, he likes certain things. So I'll be putting that certain thing on.
Right.
Make sure you keep it spicy. I mean, the long distance, when you see them, it's already going to be spicy. Because it wasn't there.
Right. Because that builds the anticipation, too.
Right.
All that talking, all that, I'm going to do this, all that, I'm going to do that. Like,
but you know it's going to be done, though, because, and then your mind, because you're with the girl, I'm with you already, because he knows. He already, boy, you know.
He know what time it is. You know what time it is.
You.
And then some more tips. I don't really know. I mean, you just have to be with it. Like, especially, like, I feel like I'm really prepared for him to like just tell me. I don't want him to tell me, but I feel like he's going to be like, oh babe, I have to stay down here a couple more months, and I don't want that.
So you're like already prepping yourself for the
I'm
like trying
the bad news. To prep myself, but I don't want it to be bad news, so I'm not trying to put it in the universe.
Don't
so
do
I'm
it.
just
I'm
thinking in my head like, okay, he's gonna come. I want to have a little surprise party. Oh my god, I just told you.
He's gonna listen to this and he's gonna be like, oh, okay, I know what's coming up.
We're not having it.
We're not having it anymore. Never mind. It's done. It's over with.
I freaked it up.
It's dead.
So
it's
yeah,
dead.
you just have to be in it. That's all I say. You have to be in it and have the right partner.
So I had looked up a couple of things that like women do for like long distance relationships and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, like obviously the sexting and the texting and the video chats and all of that, right? FaceTiming, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they're one of the things is sending videos, like you sending a video of yourself, like a sexy video, but it can't be just like when you do this, ladies and guys, you could do this too,
right?
When you're sending a video,
right?
Oh, it goes both ways,
right?
Both ways.
Hit a nerve there. But when you're sending a video, make sure that you're sending a high quality video. You know what I'm saying? Dress up. Make sure I put it right.
Right. We don't make sure it's
right. Elevate. Right.
Elevate it.
Right. We didn't just roll over the bed and just like throw something on. Right.
Bonnet on.
Bonnet. Not the bonnet. Although you know what I'm saying, bonnet sessions are cool sometimes, but let's try something else, because if you want him to be you want this video to replay, okay? To just be on constant replay on his phone, because he's gonna be missing you so bad, okay?
Right.
So what does that mean? Look cute, dress up, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe throw on a little makeup or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Utilize toys.
Lots of them.
Utilize toys, okay? Make sure that the camera is well positioned.
So you can see everything.
So you can see.
We don't want to miss the good parts. Okay? So if you gotta tilt it down just a little bit lower.
To make sure everything is visible.
Make sure everything is visible.
Y'all heard okay? Y'all heard her. She said what she said. Tilt that thing down.
That's
okay?
it.
Yeah, and then and then just like don't be afraid to, make it juicy.
Make it juicy.
Make it juicy. Those are the 3 tips with the videos, okay? And then obviously like be spontaneous. You know your guy. You know what it is that they like or whatever. Be it, sending like, be it like a gift or a note or something, like just be spontaneous. They said like do a pop-up. Well, a pop-up in a sense of like a surprise. Like surprise visit, not like a pop-up like I'm checking up on you. But
right.
Like, a surprise visit in a good way, like where where you have something nice planned, not like I'm checking up on you, right?
Right.
But then just know like, I don't know. Just be
prepared.
prepared.
Be prepared. That's what I'm saying. Because he's gonna pick me up at the airport, so it's not really a pop up.
Right.
So I could just be like, babe, I'm at the airport. Pop up. That's it.
You
guys.
Right. I'm here.
Suppose you pop up and he's not home.
Right.
Suppose he's at his boy house or playing basketball.
But that's not bad. Like you could always just like finesse a way to hey babe, like what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What's going on? And then he's home, and then you can just like then go there and then like do something nice, spontaneous. Come in there with like I keep telling y'all about this trench coat. I think in my head I want to do that.
You do, because this is
the trench coat, like butt naked.
Yeah, like underneath and just like pull up. You know what I mean?
I have to get one. I don't ever have a trench coat.
Yeah, the most I've done is like be home already. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then have something, but everything else underneath is gone. Right.
Gone. And he be like,
so it's like this.
Like, why do you have that on?
Why? It's a party under here. Okay. Don't sleep. You don't even know. It's a party. Okay.
Oh.
Like that's the most I've done, but I want to like drive butt naked underneath my coat and like go somewhere and just
why don't you have him like meet you at like the hotel or something or
right
somewhere,
or like I
go.
Ooh, I like that. Like I order the hotel and I'll be like, oh, go here, babe, and I send him and he'll be there like hanging out and I just pull up
on him.
Yes,
in my trench coat.
In your trench coat. Oh, I think I like that.
There you go. You're
girl. Right. Yes.
Or
I'm gonna do it.
Do like a
I'm gonna do it.
What is it, like a role playing? Like, if y'all together, I'll be like, maybe I should try that. Maybe like, babe, meet me at the bar, but act like you don't know me.
Right, that's cute. That's
and then come in there and just sit down. Because I'll be, oh, you want to play? Hard to get, honey. You don't get none of this. And then all of a sudden, bam! Getting all this.
In your face.
In the face.
Now
right
what?
now.
In your face.
I love that you mentioned, though, that when you guys do visit each other and see each other, you guys always do something fun or have some activity planned. Because I was going to say, like, another thing would be is, you don't want to meet up and then y'all doing like the same thing
regular
all the time.
Thing
like,
the whole time.
You know, just we seeing each other, we just hanging out. Like, although I love quality time, I feel like that also helps keep that spice alive. It's like,
and it is quality
you have
time.
something fun.
Yes.
Something fun planned, something new planned. You know, you're exploring and you're still learning each other as well. So I think that's something like you don't really hear people mention too much when they're talking about those long distance relationships.
Right. Yeah. No, we always try to plan something. Like, we go to like the Sojo, we go to Spa Castle. We are foodies, so like I'm a seafood lover, and we just always go to his favorite spot that he will pick that over anything is Burger and Lobster. It's in New York. I don't know if you.
No, I've never.
Burger and Lobster.
I haven't been.
When you go to New York, they have 2 locations.
Okay.
If you don't try it, I'm gonna be mad at you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll make sure I try it when I go.
That is his. And the thing is, sometimes when we eat. Sorry, babe, but when we eat, we don't talk. The food be like we're foodies. The food be so good
though.
Right, with the silence, right? That's how you know you fucking that shit up. It's good, right?
But it's everywhere. Everywhere we go. We just have the eye contact, like,
it's good. You want some of those?
He'd be like, yeah, try some. And it'd be so fun because afterwards we'd be drinking. He'd be like, wasn't that good? Yeah, you didn't even talk to me the whole time. He said, I tried. Right. I said, and that's it.
That's it.
That's all you're gonna do.
We cheers.
Cheers
to
and shots.
Right.
And that's
it. That's about
Get ready
it.
for the night, full stomach and everything. Honey.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like that would be my only concern for long distance relationships would be that, like, okay, the spontaneity of it all, and like the build up, right? The anticipation of me missing you and you missing me.
Right.
When we're together, that's no longer gonna be the case. Like, you know, I guess at the same time we can always reinvent, you know, the relationship, like add on whatever it is, what's gonna be the new norm. It's like a new chapter. But that would always like make me feel like, oh, what if like you get tired of me and then you start thinking like, you know, like it's not gonna be the same, it's not gonna be as spicy because I'm gonna be in your face all the time, I'm gonna get on your nerves, right? And you're gonna get tired.
He tells me